have an idea. Why don't we learn to cook together? Because I'm on my journey to learn to cook and to bake and to learn all the skills that I want to teach my daughters when they're really young so that they grow up and know how to do it and don't feel like they can't adult. Now, a couple of those skills my mom taught me, but she was also the sweetest. She is the sweetest person to ever exist. So she did a lot for me instead of teaching me. So she was doing all the cooking and things like that. But now that we moved out and have a home and I have a family, well, I have a fiance, I gotta take care of him and of me. And I gotta learn to make things. So we're learning. It's going good so far, honestly. And I was thinking we could just learn together. Instead of me learning first and then coming here and teaching you, why don't you learn with me? So when I'm doing the process, when I'm making the mistakes, you learn with me. Like today, we're gonna go and make coconut rice and Cashew Beef Stir Fry. I've never tried those before. It's going to be our first time. Actually, I've tried coconut rice once before, and it's going to be in the rice cooker. So, and it was really good. I don't remember how much coconut milk or water I added to it, but, let's start again, and now we're going to be taking notes and doing things that we can actually reproduce? Redo after, if it turns out good. So yeah, let's get started. Today's not very complicated at all. This recipe, and some will be, because I don't just love the recipes that say super easy, like 15-minute recipe for everything that I make all the time, because then I feel like I'm not really learning how to cook. I'm just making like sandwiches and putting things together and prepping things, but not really learning to cook or even baking. Like I want to learn to make things that are beginner friendly and then going on intermediate so that I can learn and progress, and you can learn and progress with me too. But today is going to be pretty simple. But last time, 2 days ago, I will say, I made a couple different things. I made tortillas. I made like steak fajitas, but I made the tortillas at home and obviously the steak stuff. And I also made blondies, like snickerdoodle blondies for dessert. We had that with ice cream, which reminded me that I wanted to try and make homemade ice cream at some point this week. So, I might film and document that too. The only problem really is when I have recipes and notes on my phone, because then I film on my phone. So then I can't really film because I need to always be looking at the recipe every 3 seconds. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can document a lot of my cooking because I plan on doing a lot of it. I'm trying to make a lot of things home, like from scratch, like homemade as much as possible. So it's been going good so far, but let's get started. Let's put the coconut rice in the rice cooker. And yes, this counts as cooking, having a rice cooker, because I grew up with my parents having a rice cooker, and everybody I knew actually had one. Also a pressure cooker. So those things were all, just like people have like slow cookers and instant pots and stuff. I'm not going to say it's not cooking because you use equipment or a bread machine. Like I can be like, I'm making my bread from home, but when I make a loaf, then I use my bread machine. Or I'm making pizza at home, but I use the bread machine to maybe make a pizza dough. I don't know. If you do all of that, that's still cooking, making things from home, from scratch, because you don't, I don't know. I feel like people sometimes just need it to be like always like on the stove or just like kneading for everything, and you can't really use equipment. I don't really believe that. I love my kitchen appliances, like mixer. I don't have a stand mixer, but that's the thing I really want, but it's like $500. But I have a, did I say hand or stand? I have a hand mixer, but I don't have a stand mixer, like a KitchenAid hand. Let's do that again. I have a hand mixer that I hold and it does the job, but I don't have a stand mixer that I can just leave it, like a KitchenAid one, leave it and do its job, and I can come back in 20 minutes and it's still doing its stuff. So, do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. So, we'll see. But for now, let's get started. Today's recipe is, I think it's going to be pretty simple. So we'll get, again, started on the rice. Okay, first step, rice cooker. Thank you, Mama, for gifting that to me, or to us, when we moved into this new house. Even though I said I don't actually like rice, because I don't like plain rice. So I said I don't really need one. I don't know if I do, because I don't really eat rice. I don't love it. But then I was like, but maybe I would like coconut rice or fried rice or other things. So she gave me that one. And the toaster. Thank you for that too. Little cup. We have coconut milk. We need something to open the coconut milk. 1 second. Now that my drawers are organized, Mama always washes the can first. I don't know why. But, oh, maybe I should. What coconut milk am I using? I don't really know. It doesn't say if it's full fat or not, so I'm assuming it is, but it's just a Compliments brand. Nobody cares about the brand of the coconut milk. Just use any coconut milk. Okay. Oh. Get that open. Oh, something that I forgot that we probably need. Rice. Be right back. Got my rice. Okie dokie. We need 2 cups. I don't have like the little strainer. Well, I have like I feel like it's called a different name. I have a small and a big one of this. But I want like a sieve, I think is the name of like the mesh ones, like with the net. I don't have that. It's coming today or tomorrow off Amazon. So in the meantime, we're gonna wash the rice in that, and I'm just gonna, again, that's how Mom used to do it. Just wash it, and then like you make sure you try to not let the rice fall while you drain out all the water, and then you do that a couple times. So when they say 2 cups, I think they need 2 of this little rice cooker cup. So, oh, oopsie daisies. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's go wash it. Okay, it's washed. A couple rice grain pieces were lost in the process, but that's fine. Now, oh, I guess that's why Mom, you can't see it, but I opened it the wrong way. I was gonna say that's why Mom usually washes the lid, because the coconut milk got on the lid. Okay, so we'll add, what am I doing? Good thing we needed the whole thing, the whole can. And then we're gonna add 1 can of this of water. I have the reverse osmosis top, so it takes forever to fill it up. But hey, it's good water. Don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it. Good. Now we need a teaspoon of salt. don't have a teaspoon. I have half a teaspoon, so I'm gonna do 2 of this. 1, 2. Let's give it a little mixy mix. Just break the little cream clots on here. Close. It's a rice cooker, a simple one. There's only one setting. Start. It goes from warm to cooking. In case you don't know, cook means it's cooking. When it's done cooking, it's gonna bloop, go back to warm. So when you know it's done. I hope that turns out good. Now, our work here is not done, ladies and gentlemen, because now we're gonna start, where am I? I'm here. Now we're gonna start with the beef. Where is it? Oh, I'm resting my, sorry I dropped you guys. I was resting my phone on that. So we need the steak, 1 pound. I don't know how much that is. We need cornstarch, cold water, soy sauce. Okay, so there's a lot of ingredients, which means it's time to put the apron on and to put my hair up. See you soon. Okay, hair is up. Apron is on. I don't know if you can hear the whippersnipper outside. My fiance is whippersnipping, which needs to be done, so I'm not complaining. I'm grateful. But you might be complaining if you hear the noise in there. But let's look at our recipe. So we have our cornstarch. We need our veggies chopped. Enter my handy dandy chopping board. Oh my god, the door just opened on its own. Is it the win, or am I living in a haunted house? We'll know if there's another video coming tomorrow or not. And it comes with this nice little plate that you can't even see it from there. Huh. Anyway, there's a little plate that you put under it so that you can grab all your like scraps. But what we need is one bunch broccoli chopped. That's one bunch. Is that one bunch? Or is that one bunch? Oh, I'm gonna do all of those. Let's wash our broccoli. Our pepper, we need, how many peppers do we need? 2 medium red peppers and 2 green peppers. I feel like that's a lot of pepper. But I'm gonna listen to the lady making the recipe. Let's go wash all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. I don't have space. Okay. Okie dokie. And I realize you can't see me cut, so I'm gonna move you from there. I was being nice with a tripod. And we're not editing this out. You're seeing it raw, I guess. Here we go, but now you can't see me. And my paper recipe is getting wet. This is a mess. Oh, hi, Murphy. How do we cut those? Just how I want. Oh. Those knives need to be sharp because a dull knife is a dangerous knife, is what I learned. So, get all the seeds out of those peppers here. If you thought that this was going to be like an edit, kind of like video montage where I cut to the important parts of the recipe and just give you a sped up version of what I'm doing so that it's a 5-minute video, you're wrong. This is going to be a video that is actually a cook with me video, literally. Maybe you had time to go and grab your own vegetables and make the same thing. And maybe after it can be alive once people are watching. So just be cutting all those peppers. Oh, that's why you're here. Because of the peppers. You should have seen that. Murphy loves peppers. It's a little pepper pup. Pupper. You're a little pupper. Still munching on your pepper? Okay. Let's cut the rest of these peppers up. Peppers up. It's smelling pretty good from the rice cooker over there. I am actually very excited. I feel like I need a little mic so that I have a mic for my podcast, but I just sit, it's like a big chunky one, so I just sit down and try not to move around, but I thought I had one, like a lapel mic that I can just do whatever I'm doing, but it still has better audio than just the audio from the camera. Do you want another pepper? Fine, it's a different color one, so... Oh, you missed that one. You didn't jump for it. Okie dokie, almost done cutting the peppers. This should look at... There's only like 3 steps for the recipe for this one. The first one is in a small bowl, combine starch, water, blah, 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 in a large skillet, stir fry broccoli and carrots in 1 tablespoon oil. I always thought broccoli needed to be steamed first, so I was kind of like intimidated every time I was making broccoli or every time I needed broccoli in a recipe, because I'm like, I don't want to like go steam it first and then stir fry it. Plus, I don't really know how to steam broccoli anyway, which I'll probably learn along the way here. Murphy, you got so many peppers. One last, okay? He's just whining by my feet to give him more and more peppers, and I'm rewarding his behavior, so I'm probably the problem here. So... finish up the rest of those peppers. Peppers. No, Murphy, that's enough. Okay, peppers are chopped. Well, 2 of them. And then maybe let me get started. Oh, I'm kind of a little dum-dum sometimes. Should have gotten started with broccoli and carrots first, because they need to be added first. So let's put those away. Because we only add the peppers when we add the beef, which makes sense because peppers really only need a couple minutes on the stovetop. Now the question is, when we add broccoli, do we add any of the stock in with it? I'm not going to because I don't think we're supposed to, but I don't know. So chop, chop, chop. Okay. I feel like I'm using my hands more than my knife for those broccoli. Murphy. Everybody in camera heard you whining right after they saw that you got 3 peppers. I don't even know if you can have broccoli. Plus, that would taste terrible like that. I feel like you'd be whining from me just boiling water on the stove and you'd be whining next to it, so you don't know what you're asking for. Okie dokie. Lemon pokey. Okay, we're almost done with the broccoli. Okay. And then we need carrots. How many carrots do we need? 3 medium carrots. Those aren't medium carrots, are they? Well, maybe because they're thin. That's a big carrot. Merv. Stop it. We'll peel those. Peel. Oh, maybe I will get started. Sorry for that noise here. Where's my peeler? Oh, I used it this morning. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I have a propane stove here. So, guys, my phone had the audacity to die on us while we're having our moment here. But carrots are peeled. I want you to be able to see my chopping block as well. So they wanted julienne. I don't really know how to julienne carrots well. I know what it kind of means, but okay, let's try. So then I cut it again. Again, this knife is dangerously dull. Okay, I think that's julienne. Is it? I think so. That's how it's going in anyway. So yeah, I'm really trying to take YouTube seriously. I always say that. I feel bad because I say it and then some people watch the videos and everything, but then I post one and then get busy with everything else because I have a million things going on at all times, and then I don't post for a couple months. And I film a lot of it. I will say film a lot, but the editing is what usually gets me. So even though I'm doing this one mostly unedited, well, sometimes I like cut the video, and then I will just kind of add a couple of the clips that I have all together. But so that's why I guess I'm doing that, instead of letting it run and then having to go look for what needs to be cut out. I'm just stopping the video when I'm not having anything important to film, and then starting it back on. However, you're cooking the whole recipe with me. But so hopefully it only takes me like 15 minutes to put this together, and then it always takes like longer videos always take a while to export from like CapCut or something, or whatever video editing platform you're using. But at the same time, if I don't have to spend a couple hours actually manually editing it, then hopefully I can post more. Now, a lot of the things I do film will still need either voiceover or something that I'm explaining what I'm doing. And they can't all just be more like vlog style, which I would say this one kind of is. Is it? I don't know. You tell me. But the goal is to really just build my YouTube and get it going. And I feel like once I know more people watched it, but I am very grateful for the 1 or 2 people who do watch anyway. Like, thank you very much. But I just mean, like, the more people that are watching, the more I'm like, okay, I have a responsibility towards this. It's not just something like a promise I make to myself, because sometimes we make promises to ourselves and that's the ones that we don't keep, which is not good, which is definitely not good. But okay, almost done with the carrots here, because I want to take you through multiple different journeys, including the gardening. Oh, I don't know if you knew in the background, but this was starting to smoke. You might hear the fire alarm. Sometimes we do hear them. Because I'm still trying to learn the propane stove. It's like very hot. Murphy, did you just run away outside? This is my favorite thing ever. It's a lid, but like a universal lid, so it can be put on like multiple different sizes. My mom got that first, and I always laugh at my mom first when she does something and then copy her. While this is doing its thing, let's cut the 2 green peppers that we have here. Let's get rid of the seeds. But yeah, I haven't yet set up my targets for shooting. I've set up some of the archery targets. I just like put it out there. But it needs to be, I need to finalize the space for it. And because of the heat wave going on right now in Nova Scotia, it's been hot during the day that I don't want to go out there and shoot or like be out there for, you know, more than like, I don't want to just be standing in the sun for like 30 minutes, basically. So that's why it hasn't been a priority really for me right now. I kind of want it to cool down a little bit more before I will want to go and shoot. And that's another thing that I feel like I kept saying that once I have my own place and I can shoot every day, I will literally be out there and shooting every day, and then I'm not. So I kind of feel like I lied to myself, but hopefully once the weather cools down a little bit, at least multiple times a week, I'll be shooting. Because another thing was both the gun and the bow. For the bow, I was shooting, or I was, yeah, doing archery. I wasn't like great at it, but I was, you know, getting somewhere, but not making the progress I expected. And then somebody told me it's because I was keeping both eyes open, which is, I heard is fine, but I was using my right hand because I'm right-handed. However, I'm left-eye dominant or cross-eye dominant, and I'm going to be using archery and like rifle or firearms at the same time when I'm speaking here. But with firearms, you close one eye, so I can't even close my left eye, so I can only like wink on one side basically. This is fine, this is my right, but yeah, I can't just close this one. So then I couldn't really see anything, and then when I would use, I guess like I would close my eye, I would close my right eye and try to look through my left, but I would be like completely unaligned. Jason was like, you're holding this firearm completely wrong, like you hold it fine at first, and then as soon as I'm like trying to focus, then my body is completely out of position, obviously, because I'm like going the other side, like I'm having to put my whole body over so that my left eye can see through the iron sight, and I just could never get it aligned. It wasn't working. It's because I'm cross-eye dominant. So some of his friends said that the best option really because I'm still learning, is to just start learning to shoot with my left hand. And then I asked an archery expert as well at Jimbo's if I should do that with archery as well. I know for a compound bow I might want to, because for a compound you add sights and stuff after, so optics, so I would have to like, you know, close one eye and look through the other. But with a recurve, I was just keeping both eyes open, so I was like, maybe I don't need to. And he was like, yeah, you definitely should be practicing archery with your strong dominant eye, so start doing it with your other side. And I was like, because I tried that when I came here, and I'm terrible at it, because I can't do anything with my left hand. And I know it's only for a little bit until it gets better. And then I know that I will be better than I even was before, but it's still a little bit, sorry, onions half been sliced. It's still a little bit discouraging to kind of like go back to square one, I guess. So if I cry, it's because of this and not because of the onions. Just kidding. What are the odds I cut myself on camera accidentally? Obviously. Oh, I think I removed an extra layer. Oops. Okay. What is a good way to slice? Okay. I don't know if I even did that properly to start. I heard you do. Oh, I already messed things up. Cut it one way, and you cut it this way. Oh, I think it's good. Oh, everything's being a mess. Going into slice. I think I did that wrong. Didn't want it diced, and those are the biggest diced. Oh god, sliced is like this. Sliced, sliced, sliced. How many garlic do I need? 3. Garlic cloves. Okay, so 3 garlic. Sorry that you had to witness this. And by this, I mean me attempting to cut this garlic. I don't actually know how to do that. But I feel like the way I'm doing it is wrong. Oh, okay. 1, 3. And then minced. Can I use my grinder? My spice grinder? It's fine, I'll mince it by hand. Okay, almost done here. You know what? Here we go. Perfecto. Okay, maybe let's try this method. Should I also add a chili pepper in that recipe for no reason at all? I think so. Okay, now let's start. In a small bowl, combine cornstarch, water, 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Cornstarch, I need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Tablespoons. 1, 2. 2 cups cold water. Yeah, as for cold, I have gold. But only 1 cup apparently. Tap water it is. Okay, let me try this here. Okay, and 2 tablespoons soy sauce. And until smooth. Oh, 1, 2. Set aside and then stir fry broccoli and carrots until vegetables are crisp tender. Either it's crisp or it's tender, right? Again, I'm not the one making the recipes, so I don't know. But that's done. Add the beef, garlic, pepper. But I don't have my beef. Well, I guess we need that. Pepper and remaining soy sauce. It says add the beef, garlic, pepper. Oh, black pepper. Okay. So this one and onions will be added after. Okay, garlic. Nice. We're getting rid of this whole thing here. We're using a new stainless steel thing to cut the meat. Okay, I'm currently in the process of cutting the steak. The recipe says thin strips, but I have decided to make it like bite-sized. Because I'm an adult and I choose what I want to do in my own house. And because I started cutting it into bite sizes before I read that part of the recipe just now. So we're just cutting all the steak, and then we're going to be adding that to the broccoli and carrots. And the door is opening on its own again. Okay, steak is cut. Should we season it? We'll just do a little bit because the soy sauce is not low sodium, so I don't want it to be like too salty. Not because I don't want to be adding too much salt, but just because then not like for health purposes, because nobody likes something that's overly salty. So let's add this. Stir fry until the meat is no longer pink. Remove and keep warm. And then I'm going to add the peppers. Oh, you can't see me. Sorry. So I'm going to keep it on for a couple minutes here. Quickly go wash some dishes and I'll see you. Something fell. And I'll see you right away here. Okay, so that's how it looks. The broccoli and carrots were a little burned, like really quickly early on. So then I kept trying to play with it after, but we'll take all of that off the stove right now because the steak bites are no longer brown. Okay, so now we're gonna add some more oil. You can't see me add that, you just saw my face. And onions and peppers. I honestly feel like this right now would be good enough. Let's try. That's what I mean. It's steak. Can't not be good. But we shall see what adding the cornstarch mixture, the cornstarch water and soy sauce, what really is gonna do to it at the end. So now we're just waiting for the peppers to cook, the peppers and onions. Then we're gonna return this back in and stir in the cornstarch mixture and bring to a boil until it has thickened. Then we'll add some cashews in, which I do have to cut or chop off. How many cashews? 1.5 cups. So we'll do that, and whenever idle in the kitchen, like, yeah, I'm talking to you right now, but usually don't just go and chill or watch TV or something, because then you'll come back to all the dishes and all the other things you have to do, and it will feel like it's a lot. Whereas I've washed a couple dishes, not all of them yet, but you know, I'm doing what I can with the time that I have, I guess. Where am I going? To the pantry. And then, so I don't have just cashews. I have pistachios. Would that be better? Chili roasted pistachios? I'm gonna add that. So we'll do some cashews, and I'm gonna remove it from there. It's closed. Oh my goodness. This too. Okay. I'll be stirring the sauce. I'll say there's lots of veggies in there. 1/3, because we don't need as many as it told us. So we'll do 1/3 of this and 1/3 cashews. So just to add in at the end. I guess I could add just the mix, but I don't know if almonds would be good. Probably not. I feel like I'm kind of ruining this mix, because then it's going to be all almonds and I'm going to be picking out all the cashews. Let's do the pistachios. I knew the tasted amazing. I just said, let's see, so I could have one. Let's add this back in. Can you see me? Just FYI, peppers smell good. Here it is. I'm going to be adding this slowly. It wasn't in the sink, okay? It was in the bowl. It was in the bowl, so I'll get another one. This hot. You're not gonna be able to hear me, but we need this. It's forced to absorb it and thicken, so we'll see. I'll wash a couple more dishes in the meantime. Guys, look how amazing this looks. Oh my god. I had a little taste test. I love it. I did forget to add a little bit of like the chili pepper. I was gonna add 1 or 2 chili peppers in there, and I forgot, and I would say that's the only thing that I would add next time, because it's good, but I want a little bit more kick to it, a little bit more spice, a little bit more, ooh, it's burning kind of sensation. And nope, for the people who are like, there's bell peppers in there, those don't, no, those don't add spice. So that's what we have here. Let me show you the rice that's ready. I forgot to stir in the cashews. As you can see, it's saying warm, so it's all ready. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good and ready. If it wasn't, I could have added some more water or something. But let's give it a little, lots of smoke. Let's give it a little taste test here. Smells really good. Very good. I will say it's a little saltier than what I would like, but I love everything sweet, like very sweet. So maybe next time I'll try it without the teaspoon of salt, because then maybe it will give me the sweetness of the coconut milk without adding any salt. So let's plate it. I don't have a ramekin. I wanted to do like a nice little setup when I plate it, but let me see what I can find. Maybe a cup? Wait. Okay, so let's see. I added it in there. That wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. I'll show you. That was nice. You see that? Okay, I'll turn that. Can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgina, like we say. Yeah, that was more in the middle than I wanted it to be, but let's do my plate now. I had a lot less rice in this one, which is why it looks a little bit more brittle, but I think the secret is to really pack it in there. But it looks like it's missing something, but I don't have anything else for today. Oh, I will add some of my mom's chili in mine. Here we go. That's pretty much just pure chili. I'm so excited. This was good, guys. Please make this and let me know how it turned out. I'll put the recipe, the link to the recipe downstairs. Cook this, please. Amazing. Thank you, and I'll see you next time I cook, hopefully. Bye. Thanks for cooking with me.